Hello! The Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture brings you Step Up to Kindergarten, a series of interactive videos designed to help kids and their grown-ups get ready for the big step into kindergarten. Sponsored by STCU. Hi, it's you! I'm so happy to see you. My name's Allison, and I'm an educator here at the Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture. I'm really glad you're here with us because today we're going to learn all about our 5 senses. Our senses are the way that our bodies give information to our brain so we can understand what's happening around us. Let's get started. Here's what you'll need today. All you'll need is a partner to talk to. It could be a grown-up, it could be a stuffed animal, it could be a pet, just someone to share your thinking with. And your big brain should be turned on high so you are able to think about and learn all about today's topic. Why do you think it's important to learn about our senses? Our senses are a way that our brain gets information about the world around us. Our brain then takes that information and figures out what to do. Scientists use their senses to understand the world around them. In kindergarten, you'll be learning to use your senses as well. Let's take a closer look at what our 5 senses are. Our 5 senses are sight, seeing things, hearing things, smelling things, tasting things, and touching things or feel. We're going to take a closer look at each one of these senses. I see. Sometimes we call it sight, sometimes we call it looking, but whatever you want to call it, we see with our eyes. Our eyes take in information and bring it to our brain so our brain knows what to do. We see colors, shapes, patterns. We see how somebody might be feeling by looking at their face. We see things like pictures and words to help us understand. Let's read together. Point to each dot and we'll read slowly to finish the sentence. I use my eyes to see. Great. Look at the picture. What do you see? Finish the sentence. I see a... I hear. Sometimes we might talk about sound or listening, but whatever you want to call it, we listen with our ears. Another important way for our brains to get information about the world around us. Listen carefully to some of these sounds. Okay, let's read our sentence together. I use my ears to hear. If you were standing where this picture is, what sounds might you hear? I smell. Other words we use might be sniff or odor or scent, but whatever you call it, you smell with your nose. Some smells are great. Some smells are not so great. What's your favorite smell? Let's read together. I use my nose to smell. What do you think it smells like here? I smell Our next sense is our sense of taste. You can taste things that are sour, sweet, salty, or bitter. All the other things that you taste, all those other flavors, are actually working with your sense of smell to help your brain understand what it might be. We taste with our tongues. Some things taste bitter. Some things might taste salty or sweet, or sometimes salty and sweet. Sometimes we love what we taste. Sometimes we don't like what we taste at all. When your brain tastes something that doesn't taste very good, that's good information that maybe you shouldn't be eating it. Let's read together. I use my tongue to taste. Look at the picture and finish the sentence. I taste. The last sense that we're going to talk about today is the sense of touch. I touch. Sometimes we say feel. You can touch with your fingers. Most of our touching happens with our fingers, but your skin feels things too. The skin all over your body. You might feel cold. You might touch something that is warm or soft. Look at this picture. Let's read together. I use my skin to feel. What do you think these children are feeling? What are their legs feeling? Do you think they're warm or cold? All right, are you ready for a brain workout? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you a picture. And first, I want you to just carefully look all around the picture. I'm going to give you some quiet time just to think about what you see. Last, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to ask you to share your thinking with someone else. It could be a grown-up, a friend, or even a stuffed animal. If you don't have anyone to share your thinking with, pause the video, go find someone, come back with them, and then press play. As always, we're going to start by taking a quiet moment, no talking, to carefully look and think about this picture. Now tell someone next to you, what's going on in this picture? What's happening in the picture? What do you see that makes you say that's what they're doing? Where do you think the people are in this picture? What time of day might it be in this picture? What more can you find? Thank you for sharing your thinking with me today. Okay, I know you've been sitting for a little while, so let's stand up and do a whole body workout. You're gonna go ahead and stand next to wherever you were working, and we're gonna sing a silly song about our senses. Okay, I hope once you start to learn the song, you'll sing with me because nobody likes singing alone. Are you ready? It goes like this. Hand on myself. What is this here? This is my eye seer, my mama dear. I see her, ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's what I learned in my school, Next, we're going to do this one. Hand on myself. What is this here? This is my ear hearer, my mama dear. Now we're going to put both of them together. Ear hearer, eye seer, ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's what I learned in my school, Hand on myself. What is this here? This is my nose sniffer, my mama dear. Nose sniffer, ear hearer, eye seer, ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's what I learned in my school, Hand on myself, don't really touch it. What is this? This is my tongue taster, my mama dear. Tongue taster, nose sniffer, ear hearer, eye seer, ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's what I learned in my school, Last one. Hand on myself. What is this here? This is my skin feeler, my mama dear. Let's see if we can do all of them. Skin feeler, tongue taster, ear hearer, nose sniffer, eye seer, ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's what I learned in my school. Now it's time for a little game where we're going to use our imagination and really think about our senses. I'm going to show you a picture of something, and then I'd like you to think about what it looks like, sounds like, smells like, tastes like, and feels like. Here we go. Do you know what this is? It's popcorn. What's popcorn look like? What does popcorn sound like? You can think about what it sounds like when you're eating it or when you're making it. What do you think popcorn smells like? What about tastes? Can you imagine what popcorn tastes like? How does popcorn feel? Is it warm or cold? Is it soft or hard? The next time you have popcorn, you can try using all of your senses. Here are some fun ways to learn and practice more with your senses. You try it. Later, you could go on a walk with somebody and practice using your senses outside. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? Probably not tasting things outside, but you can use your other senses. To use your sense of taste, you can try using all of your senses the next time you eat anything. It doesn't have to be popcorn. The next time you have a little snack or a meal, try to use all of your senses to really experience it. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you learned something new. You're one step closer to kindergarten. The Step Up series has been brought to you by the Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture in Spokane, Washington. Check out our website at www.northwestmuseum.org. Sponsored by STCU.